lovely people. It is crazy weather around here lately, up and down the Oregon and California coast. But I'm happy to be here, warm and relatively dry. I did get a shower before, so thankfully I'm dry from the rain. God, I gotta say thank you so much for this wonderful day and for the safety that you provide, the shelter from the storm, and the ability to be warm and dry and cozy. Thank you so much for that. We often take it for granted. Please help us to be loving and kind, to ascend the golden ladder, and to create heaven on earth all around us, to find different ways that we can bring light and love into the world around us, and really be an example that helps people draw close to you and the truth of the Christ family, all of the love that we have to share. In the name of Elohim, I pray. Amen. Today on the Nazarene calendar, it is a family day, and the prayer is here beside us. Our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To my family and friends, send your angel of love. It's a great day for spending time with family. If you can't, then just figuring out different ways that you can be better at peace with your family. If you remember from the Bahir Shabbatayim, when we learned about these different days, the family and friends extends not just to our blood family and the people that we like, but also the people that we work with, the people that we live with, the people that we are around all the time. So obviously it's really important for us to be at peace with them, and even further trying to plant seeds and really make their lives better, right? I guess it's one thing to just be at peace with everybody, but then you can also start taking a more active role to be more of a healing vessel, a more loving and illuminating being in their lives. Hello, David D. David says, please help us deal with the weather and keep moving forward. Yeah, I just saw a warning from the LA area, I think, which is obviously further down south from Sacramento, but they were doing evacuation warnings, and all up and down the coast, there is snow. I'm actually in Newport right now, which is a little bit north of Florence. Between Florence and Mount Shasta is what is called Siskiyou Pass, right between kind of Ashland and Wairika, like the California border. And it gets really, really snowy. Right now, there is a chain requirement, and I think it might be one lane. You can actually go on online and type in Caltrans CCTV, and they have CCTVs up and down the whole of I-5, and they have one for Oregon too, and I assume other states. But you can literally look and see the road conditions and see how snowy it is or whatever, which makes planning trips really beneficial. So for those of you who don't know about that, I definitely would encourage you to check it out. But you can see right now the conditions in Mount Shasta are very wintry. It's been hailing over there. Even up here in Newport and Florence, where they normally don't get snow, there's snow on the ground this morning. And yeah, all of these different things. Who knows how much of it is actually natural? Who knows how much of it is a consequence for the things that we have been trying to manipulate the weather and all of that? A lot of different factors, but it's always wise to be prepared for anything, having emergency food, emergency heat supplies, whether it's blankets, a generator for a wood burning furnace, all of these different things. In the Green Lion Army Facebook group, I've been posting survival stuff. So maybe I'll take some time today for some winter tips to post, because like I said, it's really important for us to prepare for anything. And the powers that be could easily flip the switches, take our electricity off. And then how do you survive? Can you go a day without electricity? When was the last time you did that? I mean, I haven't done that like in my whole entire life, honestly. So yeah, probably a good goal for us to start to detach as much as possible from these worldly things so that when any type of chaos happens, we're already ready for it. And even more than that, it's not really good for us to be connected to these things anyways and having them in our lives 24/7 and all of that, detaching from social media and all the electrical devices and the frequencies and all of the different ways that they can impact us is important. So anyways, that being said, like I was mentioning, the Green Lion Army Facebook group, this summer on August 8th, we're going to be having a Lions gathering in Mount Shasta. Dave Greenleaf and Priestess Therese, and potentially some other people are going to be coming to be guest speakers, and we're going to have live music, and it's going to be a great time. So that is in the works, all the fine details, but it will be happening on August 8th. Otherwise, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that the first full moon celebration is on the calendar for July 29th, 2026. So at sundown, if you go to Mount Shasta, and I think Lake Street turns into Everett Memorial Highway, which takes you all the way up the mountain for quite some time, and it dead ends in a big parking lot. And when you see that, you know that you have arrived. And even more so, you'll see in the distance these, string lights and a bunch of buffet tables and something that you would not expect to see where in that location that you are. That'll be me. And everybody is welcome to come and to see what that is all about. I'm in the process of changing it from what it has been to a more Nasserean outreach type gathering where we give people free food, but then also we share more important messages, and telling people about AI and different things that are going on to plant those seeds so that it's not just a party, it's not something that's meaningless, it's actually people are leaving, going home with some things to ruminate on. So besides that, this morning I was working on the numbering project for one of the next scrolls that is going to be added to the Megillah. I'm not going to say too much about what it is because it's secret, but I'm really excited to be able to be exposed to these teachings, and really excited to be able to share them with you when the time is coming. Besides for that, I will be continuing with the Holy Megillah readings. We're at the Holy God spell now. With church going on and everything that's been going on recently, I haven't had time to get my slides ready. So I will be working on that and we'll start that as soon as possible. Otherwise, I hope that you will join the Green Lion Army on Facebook, facebook.com/Green Lion Army, and join in the fight for Mother Earth. Realistically, on a daily basis, that is being of the fleshless diet and trying to figure out what ways you can lighten your footstep on Mother Earth, so to speak, so that we are living in better harmony with her, better aligned with the way. Different things like practicing Zayen and making sure that you are doing Hatha yoga and aligned spiritually so that when the time for battle does come, you are ready. And I'm preaching to myself as well. So there's lots of things that we can be doing, and now is a great time. So I'm going to jump off of here and go start crossing things off of my long list of things to do. Before I go, though, church this weekend was really awesome. I really enjoyed getting to we did a little bit of a deep dive into green magic and white magic and talking about that. Day started a segment called G Wiz, and it is like green wizard, right? And basically started at level one, understanding, defining what Nasserean is, and then defining a white magic and green magic and all of those different things, which we will get into here. Maybe I'll talk about that with you. Maybe we could plan that for tomorrow because that would be something that would be pretty easy to get you started on your journey of of taking acknowledgement of your power realistically, because everything that you're already doing, your thoughts, your words, your deeds, all have power. When you sit and think about something, like if you are trying to manifest something or bring a builder, right? A builder is thinking about creating something, and he sits down and he draws it, and the more that he thinks about all the different details, right? It's all of this energy that's going into the manifestation of what he is building. The same exact idea is how we construct our world. The more that we're thinking about these great things, and really focusing on making our thoughts, words, and deeds aligned with the outcome that we are looking for, the better it is going to be, right? Just like a builder, everything needs to be in alignment, or else his building is going to end up really messy. It's going to be problematic and chaotic. We're the same way. We're buildings in progress, so to speak, and really taking control of that and understanding our power, so that we are not just little children babbling on and saying all these things, especially in our English language, that are kind of curses towards ourselves, and even saying like I can't, or I don't think, or those kinds of things are, you're saying things that are wrong, right? Because you do think, right? I hope that you think, otherwise we should, like, are you brain dead? Right? We should be really careful about what we're saying and all these different things. So more on that to come in the future. So hopefully you will stay tuned. I hope that you have a wonderful day. May God and the goddess bless you.